Hey, so do you find that when you're visiting with family, friends, coworkers, it's just not enjoyable anymore because you're so in your head? It takes the fun completely out of it, and it makes life feel numb and like you're just going through the motions, right? So if this is the case for you, stay with me, because in this video, I wanna cover a very key mindset for you to adopt today that's gonna allow you to look forward to your interactions, be excited for them, and be energized instead of exhausted by them. So let's dive in. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Rubin, and I help individuals reduce social anxiety, increase self-esteem, and feel lovable. So if that's something that resonates with you, consider hitting that subscribe button, and there's a bell notification beside that. Make sure you hit the bell as well so that you're notified as soon as I release helpful content just like this. And if you want to connect with me on a more personal level, you can follow me on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you on there. Last but not least, you can take our free masterclass. Link is below the video. It's going to walk you through the step-by-step process for how to reduce that social anxiety, increase that self-esteem, and increase feelings of deep worth. Okay, and so there's one really key thing here that prevents you from appreciating, enjoying, and finding meaning in your everyday experiences, okay? And you might be saying, well, what the hell do I have to be grateful for? How can I appreciate sitting with people if I'm so in my head, uncomfortable in my own skin, and I can't even express myself? And if I could sum up this key mindset here into one word, it's curiosity, okay? So are you in a position now where life's got you up against the wall and you've lost your childlike wonder about yourself, about others, about the universe? Have you lost that childlike curiosity that you once had in your life? Have you stopped trying to learn? Have you stopped trying to discover who you are? Okay, so has that childlike wonder gotten covered up by self-doubt, fear, panic, shame, judgment of yourself, judgment of others, distance from yourself, distance from others? Okay, so in order to peel back these layers and really tap into that childlike curiosity that you once had, you must, do not underestimate how important this is. You have to commit, okay, and recommit on a daily basis, sometimes on a moment-to-moment basis. Sometimes you have to recommit in the morning, then you have to recommit at lunchtime, then you have to recommit before bed to learning about yourself. You have to recommit to discovering what makes you you. Okay, because the moment you lose your gratitude, the moment you stop being thankful for your life and the experiences that you encounter on a daily basis, you feel like you should be somewhere further along, okay? All that means is that you're in denial about something internally. There's something within you that you're not turning and facing. Okay, and this still happens to me to this day. I've been coaching countless students for years. I've been at personal development for like 15 years now, and I still have those moments. I still have those days where I stop learning. My ego tells me, Rubin, you should be good now. You've done so much work on yourself. Why aren't you 100% perfect? And it's just another way for the ego to convince you that you're defective in some way, that you're fundamentally flawed in some way. And if you've been dealing with these feelings of being defective for a while, you can't seem to move past them, and it prevents you from enjoying your life, I'm going to put a link up here so that you can book a call with me and we can take a look at where that's coming from, and you can learn more about how you can work with me so that you can find meaning in your life once again. Okay, so going back here, first and foremost, your days, each and every day, and your life as a whole, it has to be grounded in the container of commitment. Commitment to your growth, commitment to your evolution as a person, and commitment to lifelong learning, okay? As soon as you stop learning what drives this ego, even if it's just one day, as soon as you stop learning what drives it, what motivates it, what it's trying to protect you from, the ways it's trying to keep you small and out of the limelight, okay, you're gonna end up feeling stuck very, very, very quickly. Okay, and that's why you feel unhappy. And you might feel like happiness has to do with achieving certain benchmarks and having certain external things. But that's why you can lose that type of happiness very, very quickly. Happiness is about internal progress, okay? It's about moving past the fears of this ego that you have inside you. Which brings us to another key component here for the mindset, okay? Because you can try to adopt the mindset, but as you know, you lose motivation quickly. And truly the hardest part is maintaining the mindset. And so what you need here is a process to continuously look at this ego here and how it is keeping you stuck, how it's trying to keep you safe, how it's trying to protect you, okay? And really what this is here, it's your past traumas and past pains. Some people call it the ego. You could call it your inner child. You could call it your negative thoughts and feelings and emotions, okay? You could call it your negative moods. Whatever you want to call this thing, you need a process to continuously process through this thing and peel back the layers, layer by layer by layer. Okay, and I want to give you an example here to really grasp this, okay? Because oftentimes we have students who initially when they come into our mentorship program, what they're experiencing is this really strong urge to escape social situations. Just an overwhelming amount of terror, fight or flight in these social situations. And so what happens? They stay committed. They commit to their growth. They know that this social situation is presenting something internally with their past pains and traumas. So what they'll do is they'll go take a look at this. They'll feel what they need to feel through. Oftentimes the overwhelming terror and urge to escape, okay, that oftentimes has to do with past humiliating experiences, bullying experiences, experiences where you were completely embarrassed and judged, okay? So when they go back here, they discover what it is, they explore it, they feel through what they need to feel through. They grieve what they need to grieve because of the impact it had on their lives, okay? Once they're able to process through everything, they go back out there in the world, okay? Now they're comfortable in the group, okay? So they can sit in the group, they don't have this sudden urge to escape, but what happens, it's the next level of growth. Okay, and in this next level, what happens is they don't want to urge and escape, but they have problems with expressing their true selves, okay? They find themselves people-pleasing, they can't find their true personality, and really, again, they have to stay committed because if they stop learning, that voice in their head that's saying, hey, you did all this work, now you're back here, you're still getting triggered, there's something wrong with you, there's something defective about you, okay? But if they're able to get some distance from that voice, recommit to learning and their evolution, what they will do is they'll go back with their process to look at where that's coming from. That often has to do with abandonment, neglect, okay? Feelings of not being important, like what you have to say doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna care. Nobody cares what you have to say, okay? And so they go back into the group. They're a little more comfortable. They can express themselves a little bit more, but now they can't shake the feelings of inferiority. They get triggered again, okay? They feel less than everybody. They're constantly comparing to themselves to the people in the group. Yeah, I can express myself, but I want that personality. Okay, and what that'll usually go back to is experiences where you were shamed in the past, compared to others, compared to your siblings, compared to cousins, friends, other kids or teenagers that were in your community. Okay, so I hope you're picking up that there's a fine interplay between the commitment, okay, and working your internal process to overcome your past traumas and pains, okay? Because if you don't work on your past traumas and pains and you keep hammering at the external thing, let's say you want to be charismatic, I want to be socially confident, I just want to be fully expressive in this group, okay? And you keep hammering at this external thing without a process to look at what's driving, what's causing you to feel so uncomfortable in your own skin and feel so out of place, okay? You're gonna lose your commitment, okay? You're gonna lose your commitment very, very fast. Okay, so it's just like going to the gym and you have to really redefine your reward system, okay? So if somebody's going to the gym and they're on this fitness journey, they wanna lose 20 pounds, okay? And they're not losing weight consistently, they're gonna lose motivation and quit very, very quickly. But if they focus on non-scale victories, for example, non-scale rewards, like your energy levels, your overall mood, okay? How you feel in your clothes maybe, Okay? These are other things that you can feel rewarded for. Okay? Because oftentimes you'll be running in a praise deficit where you won't acknowledge yourself or give yourself praise for anything unless it's all or none. Unless I go into a group and I'm totally comfortable and I never get triggered again, okay, I'm a complete worthless piece of shit. Okay? But if you try to really remember, shift that reward system around, okay? And celebrate those small victories along the way. So first, okay, I want you to really understand this. I worked through that painful childhood stuff, those humiliating experiences, and I'm no longer that person who has the urge to run and escape out of a group, okay? You have to sit and give yourself time to celebrate becoming a version of yourself that's no longer experiencing that. Okay, the next level is, let's say you're finding your personality and you're being a bit more expressive. Okay, yeah, you got triggered a little bit, but at the same time, hey, I was able to express myself a little bit more. Well, you're no longer that person that feels like what they have to say isn't important, that nobody gives a shit what they have to say. Okay, you're no longer that person. Okay, so these are the things that you want to give yourself praise for. These are the things that you want to celebrate. Okay, and when you learn to celebrate and embrace these mini transformations that happen along the way, you're gonna find yourself with that open curiosity and wonder about your next social interaction, your next social event. It's not gonna be the event where if I act confidently, this is gonna be it, and putting all this pressure on yourself and hyping yourself up. No, you're gonna be coming from a place of curiosity. You're simply gonna be wondering, I wonder what life is gonna teach me with this one. I wonder what is the small transformation I'm gonna make, even if I do get triggered in this situation. I wonder what version of myself I get to become on the other side of that. Okay, so this is when you start to get excited for the next one. Okay, this is when you get excited to see people, because you're looking forward to what that event or that interaction is going to teach you, what it's going to help you transcend, okay, from your childhood or teenage years, and how it's going to assist you in becoming that new version of yourself that you've always wanted to become. Okay, so recommit, okay? Ground yourself in the commitment of your growth. Wake up each and every day with the intention to learn about yourself, have that back-end process to work through your past traumas and pains so that you can revive that childlike wonder and curiosity that you once had, so that you can find meaning in those little moments throughout your day and enjoy your experiences once again. Okay, and so I highly encourage you to book that call. The link is below the video as well, so you can learn more about how you can work with me. And the masterclass link is below the video as well for that step-by-step process for how to reduce those anxiety levels, increase your self-esteem, and feel lovable. And if you found the video helpful, please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. And here's some other videos that you can check out next.